If you ask any gearhead what the fastest streetcar was in the early 1970s, you'd likely get a variety of answers. In Santa Monica, someone might recall a souped-up Boss 429 dominating every race, while in New England, whispers of a mythical Corvette packing an insanely powerful big block might have been common. Speed was king, and high-performance cars were everywhere. But among all these legends, one turnkey, dealer-built muscle car stood out. A car that could launch you straight into street racing stardom. We're talking about a vehicle capable of potential 9-second quarter-mile times right off the lot. And no, this wasn't a 427-powered Comet or any other usual suspect. This was the absolutely insane Motion 454 Super Vega. For those unfamiliar with Baldwin Motion, here's a quick history lesson. Baldwin Motion was the brainchild of two entities. Baldwin Chevrolet, a dealership in Baldwin, New York, and Motion Performance, a high-performance tuning shop also based in Baldwin. Their collaboration allowed them to create some of the most potent muscle cars of the era. The process was simple yet revolutionary. Baldwin Chevrolet provided brand new Chevrolets, which Motion Performance then transformed into beasts of the street and strip. These cars weren't just fast, they were insanely fast. Full engine swaps, high-performance tuning, and expert craftsmanship made these machines some of the most sought-after speed demons of their time. While Baldwin Motion built a variety of high-performance cars, including Camaros, Chevelles, and even specialty Corvettes, their ultimate swan song was the big block-powered Motion Vega. The first-generation Chevrolet Vega, 1970 to 1973, was an unassuming economy car. Its compact design bore a resemblance to a shrunken 1970 Camaro, but was built to be affordable and fuel-efficient, not fast. Under the hood sat a range of inline-4 engines, none of which had the power to excite enthusiasts. However, what made the Vega intriguing was its lightweight front-engine rear-wheel drive layout. Weighing just 2,200 pounds, it was a perfect canvas for speed, if you could stuff a bigger engine into it. Drag racers quickly realized this, gutting Vegas and dropping V8s under the hood to create lightweight quarter-mile monsters. The result? High 10s and even potential 9-second quarter-mile times with the right setup. Recognizing the potential of a V8-swapped Vega, Motion Performance wasted no time capitalizing on the craze. They began offering turnkey V8 Vegas in various levels of insanity. Not just DIY swap kits, but fully built, race-ready machines. Base models started at $4,000, more expensive than a brand new Z28 Camaro, which retailed for around $3,500. But Motion wasn't bound by the same restrictions as major automakers. They had free rein to create truly outrageous machines, and the sky was the limit when it came to performance options. For $4,000, you could get a basic Motion V8 Vega with a respectable 350 small block. While quick, this was just the entry-level offering. At $5,000, you could step up to the Phase 3 V8 Vega, featuring a 370-horsepower LT1 small block, one of the hottest engines available in 1971. This version came equipped with a 4-speed M22 Rock Crusher transmission, a beefy 12-bolt rear end, and upgraded suspension to handle all that power. But things got even wilder. Customers willing to shell out between $6,000 and $7,000, a hefty sum in the 70s, could opt for a 42.7 or even a monstrous 45.4 big block. Fitting such a massive engine into a tiny Vega required extensive modifications, including custom engine mounts, bell housing adjustments, and side exit exhausts. The result? An absolute street terror with over 450 horsepower and enough torque to shred tires effortlessly. Handling, of course, took a massive hit. The added weight of the big block up front made these cars notorious for understeer. But let's be honest, nobody was buying a Motion Vega for cornering ability. These cars were built for one thing: brutal straight-line acceleration. For those wanting something even more exotic, Baldwin Motion also experimented with turbocharged and supercharged 350 small block setups. While not as well documented as the big block cars, Period magazine articles confirm that at least a few were built. In addition to performance upgrades, Motion Vegas came with signature Motion stripes, larger Kragar wheels, a rear deck lid spoiler, side pipes, and even an L88 style hood. And if a standard Vega coupe wasn't your style, Motion even built a few wagon versions. Imagine showing up at a race in a Vega wagon and destroying a Hemi Charger. Exact production numbers for the Motion Vegas remain a mystery. According to a Motor Trend article, only about 4.454-powered Vegas were built before the EPA cracked down on Joel Rosen, the mastermind behind Baldwin Motion, effectively shutting down the operation. For years, Rosen offered authentication services to help verify genuine Motion vehicles. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2023, meaning we may never know the full extent of how many Motion Vegas were built. What we do know is that these cars were driven hard, raced often, and many likely met their demise on the track. Today, finding an authentic Motion Vega is nearly impossible. But if one ever surfaces, it would undoubtedly be considered one of the holy grails of muscle car history, right up there with the AMC Gremlin 401XR. The Motion 454 Super Vega was the epitome of excess in the muscle car era. An economy car turned into a fire-breathing drag strip monster. While it may not have the same name recognition as a Hemi Cuda or a Boss 429 Mustang, it remains one of the wildest and most ambitious dealer-built muscle cars of all time. What do you think? If you had the chance to own a Motion Vega, would you go for a small block setup for better handling, or would you go all out with a 454 big block? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare muscle cars, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more automotive history and high-performance legends.